Alrighty guys, so my class we're going to focus on movement. Jiu-Jitsu, I like to think of it as a game of chess, a physical game of chess with a hierarchy of positions, yeah? So if I grab Pete, the most dominant position is a back take. So that's the most dominant, yeah? Number one. The next two positions is side control. Side control, yeah? And mount. Second most dominant. Third for me is a knee on belly. Yeah? And then fourth is called guard, where I'm between the legs. And that's guard. Perfect. Alright, so first technique today, we're going to start inside. Spin this way, I reckon, head to the camera. So, thank you. Alrighty, so we're in side control. Because we're in gi, we've got the luxury of the lapels as well, the material around the neck. What we want to do is, we want to get control of one shoulder and one hip. And specifically, it's the far hip, close shoulder, which means I can still have my chest facing him. Because if I went this way, he's got a view of my back. No good. So it's always far hip, close shoulder. We're going to plant on his hip and on his shoulder. And we're going to pop up to just a knee on belly position, yeah? From here, you can make it painful by doing these things. But this for me is just transition. I like to go side control, bang, far hip, close shoulder, knee on belly, yeah? And then now we're going to windshield to mount. So this is a dominant position to another dominant to another dominant. So all we can do is we kind of lean forward. If you can get the underhook on the far side, even better. We're going to windshield my leg over like this until it's on the far side, yeah? So from knee on belly, we're going to drive this knee to the ground as far as we can, still keeping control of his hips with my toes and my knee. And then as soon as my knee gets close, we're going to windshield wipe it over and slap it on the far side, yeah? And then we just consolidate in mount. Cool? So that's number one. And we'll do that one more time, spun around. Okay. We're here. Far hip, close shoulder, pop up to knee on belly, drive the knee down, active toes, still hooking onto his hip, so I'm controlling him. As soon as the knee gets close, windshield, bang, we're in out. Cool. Alright, 1, 2. Alrighty, so we've gone from side, gone up to knee on belly, knee drive, active toes, underhook, whip it over. Okay, so now we're in mount, yeah? So this is kind of equal. Side control and mount for me are equal positions. I don't prefer one more than the other, although I find myself in side control much more. So now we're going to go from here to the most dominant position, which is the back take, yeah? So what I'm waiting for Pete to choose a hip to turn onto, yeah? And see what I did there? I went knee behind his back, and I kind of like combat based up on my ankle that's dug into his hip. Yeah? So we go back flat. So he's gonna choose. It doesn't matter which way. It's up to him. Bang. You move with him. You sneak that ankle in tight. The tighter the better, yeah? So we have this control. So if you kind of just moderate resistance, I've kind of got him in pretty good control. And I'm on one ankle and one knee, yeah? So one more time. So we're in mount. Comes up. And I get to here. Yeah? And from here, what we're going to do is it's called a gift wrap. His top arm, we're going to push with our body, because that's obviously more weight. My body is stronger than my arm. So if I can use my body and my arm to push his arm down, we're going to collect around his neck to here. So now we have control of his hand, his shoulders and his head just by this one grip. I can kind of like rock him this way, yeah? And that's exactly what we're doing. So we'll go back to the start. He's going to choose which way to go. We're going to jump up, tight heel in his hip, knee behind his shoulders. We're going to use our weight and our hand to feed his arm around his neck to here. Okay? We'll practice that for now, and then we'll jump to the back take from here. Okay? 1, 2. So there's 2 phases we've done already. It's just side control, one shoulder, far hip, here, underhook, knee drive, active toes, whip it, yeah? consolidate. He's going to choose. Yep. We hug this in, use our body weight, feed the gift wrap, and this is where we're at, yeah? So can you keep eyes on my left toes? What we're going to do is we're going to swim my toes under his backside, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull him up, but we're not pulling him back. If we pull him back this way, he's just going to turn into me, or bang, stack pass. No good, yeah? So, from where we are, we want to think about pulling him up this way. So think about just pretty much sitting him up, not back, we're sitting up. So we have him in front, we're going to feed these left toes under his bum, and we're going to pull him up this way. Then once we're here, we can get the toes out, bang, and take it back, yeah? So, different angle. Head towards the camera. Thanks, buddy. Okay, he chooses which way he's going to go. Here, feed the gift wrap. These toes, don't do it here, it's not strong. We want to get our toes under the backside, yeah? So we're going to pivot to here, and we're pulling him back towards the wall, back up this way. Then bang, get your hooks in. You can just see ankles controlling his legs, but don't cross your own legs. No good. Just get open hooks in, yeah? And that's it. Alright, 1, 2. And a good point Amanda made, if for the ladies and for if you're rolling someone bigger, if you're too far down here, it's quite hard to pull them up. It just becomes kind of an upper body strength battle, yeah? So Amanda's made a good point. Get your knee more behind the shoulders. Still pull him up, but it's much easier to get that second one in, yeah? Perfect.
Just have to modify it with the short.
Alrighty guys, so we have back take. I'll just sit you up a bit more. And this is a basic first choke everyone learns, yeah? It's called the rear naked choke. Go front on the camera. So the objective is we want to get the inside of our elbow hugging his Adam's apple, yeah? So we're here, we're going to sneak it under, yeah? Elbow in line with the Adam's apple. We're going to grab bicep, we're going to come behind the head, we're going to squeeze our elbows together, yeah? But this is the rookie way to do it. Get it under, and we do this huge stupid thing, bang, arm bar. I can break my arm, no good. So what we're thinking, we want to make it sneaky. I like to do this movement. So both arms are kind of levering at the same time, yeah? So we're here, we sneak it in, see that? It's kind of both half done, then it just sinks in a little bit tighter, yeah? So here, get it under, slips in, bang. So it's kind of this movement, or kind of keeping almost 90-degree arms, yeah? Bang. So this is the simple way, this stupid round hill, no good. I like to just sneak in, sneak it under, and then just, you know, use your fingers to crawl into the position, yeah? Right, 1, 2.